Time for the podcast. I want to welcome everybody coming out. Sorry, I can't see anything. Can't see
Cleaning
anything.
his eyeballs.
Yeah, so we'd like to thank everybody for coming out, watching us. Out. Got a good one. Not like super long like they normally are, but you know everything's going crazy right now. Politics and stuff. The elections today.
A lot of other news.
Yep.
It's kind of taking precedent. Which we're not going to talk about that stuff because
Yep.
we're keeping this fun. For the most part.
This is our outlet.
Yeah.
What are you old gas bags talking about?
But anyway,
I'm Cinemadrue.
I'm Jellyhewby.
Let's go. So yeah, like you said earlier, we have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/eFFn gaming. I haven't been able to stream on there much lately because we've got some technical issues. I'm usually the one that streams on there, and TV's all messed up right now, so we're gonna get a new one, or troubleshooting and see if there's another problem. Still be a little bit before that gets taken care of. And taking some classes too. That's going to help me get a job, hopefully, and I can start getting some good equipment, really good stuff. So stuff like that has been kind of taking precedent, having to adjust priorities at the moment. But we are still doing eFFn Thursday night every Thursday,
Along with the plugin.
at 7. Along with our plugin, we're not going to stop doing this.
Yeah. So
This and that are definitely going, and eventually, when everything kind of get fixed, get calmed down, we'll pick the stream back up. Yeah.
So
Like I said over here, I'm not just like hanging out in your screen. My hand is.
why are you playing? Right here.
Yeah, eFFn Thursday night and the weekly plugin, which we are doing live now as well as on YouTube. So on YouTube, be out Mondays.
It's not like we
9:15.
just upload the VOD. We
Yeah.
actually go through and edit it and put it up.
And we add some more content to it, add some more funding to it, and
Stuff we can't really do
live. Yeah,
But-
so you can watch it with us live if you want to.
Or you can catch it on the YouTube.
You can catch it on the YouTube.
You can catch it every Monday.
We got some other videos on there too, and we're
Working on
thinking of
stuff.
some more content and stuff to put on there.
We're new to this whole thing.
Mix it up.
So, what you got?
Jelly
for us?
has a which it.
Oh yeah, I stream too. It's kind of late. Tired. Been up
Yeah, we usually do this earlier, but we're doing that kind of
kind of late.
late night.
We kind of screwed around and oh, this is what you get.
What happens when you procrastinate?
That's what happens when you procrastinate. You get to hit record. But we're recording now.
Okay. So, anyways, first thing I got is we've been talking about PS5 a lot.
A lot.
We're gamers, but me, I'm more of a PlayStation guy.
See, with this last generation, I think I've become more of a PlayStation. Like
Yeah.
I've had every iteration,
Yeah,
but like the Xbox One didn't do it.
really, that didn't really for me. I love Xbox. I like the fact.
I got it for gear.
Yeah,
Pretty much it. Now, don't get me wrong, the whole backwards compatibility thing, legit.
yeah,
Like going back and playing like Mass Effect, older gear games, they're pretty cool.
yeah,
Like stuff you can't do on PlayStation. Get together.
yeah. The backwards compatibility.
Yeah, for real. So
Like I had, like I didn't really have an X or the original Xbox. I did have the original PlayStation, and then I got the Xbox 360, and there was some stuff I really liked on there. I liked, Gears. I like Crackdown 1 and 2; those were awesome. Especially the first one was amazing. I freaking loved what's the one they're redoing? Space.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
I said that earlier.
Yeah, Mass Effect was awesome because it was exclusively Xbox at first, and
Oh yeah, it was.
but after a while, I just got to where I hardly played my 360, and I played my PS3 more. I mean, I liked it. I just at the time there were a lot of more exclusives that came out for Sony and came out for Xbox.
On me, like I was still playing this.
What is that?
After the PS, this is the PS3.
No,
like we were still playing these. Dude, has it been that long?
been a while.
When I was in West,
Yeah, you were in Odessa.
I am shooketh.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of do remember when the 360 or the Xbox One came out.
I never got the one.
Yeah, so that would make sense.
There's a couple times I thought about it, but I just
we used
never.
to play Battlefield 3 together on there.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah. And Fable 2. Fable was a fantastic.
Yeah, Fable was great.
But as the progression of the Xbox and the PlayStation started, I started finding myself playing more PlayStation. It's just my preference. That's what I like. I think. So since the PS5 and the Xbox Series X stuff, we've been really covering the Sony one a lot. It's because it's at the time, it just to me seems like a more interesting console than the Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S, whichever one.
I'm just gonna start referring to it as the sex.
Xbox. Anyways, so if you've been watching since they had that video for PlayStation PS5 where they tore it all apart, the thing that we've been interested in is the side panels and how easily it is to take the side panels off. I was like, dude, they can do some custom side panels. You can buy some custom side panels, not have to buy a whole new system. If you want a custom side panel,
totally change the whole
you just slap some side panels on there, and there you go. And we talked about how like the PS1 used to sell those stickers you can put on the top of your PS1,
yeah,
on the circle thing, on the disc hatch, and so that'd be cool. Some third parties come out and start making some third party awesome side panels. Well, one did. Called the PlayStation 5. They've actually been putting out and taking orders for making custom side plates, and that's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Until Sony sent them a cease and desist letter. Tell them to stop it, or they're taking them to court. Now, this came out of Video Games Chronicle. I found this story. And basically, this company, PlayStation 5, they've already been forced to rebrand their names to customize my plates because I guess PlayStation 5 was too close to PlayStation 5, so they're like, no.
That's so ridiculous.
So yeah, they're a peripheral company selling custom PS5 faceplates, and they've been forced to cancel all of its orders and pull all the products from the following from sale, following a legal action from Sony. The following complaint from Sony, they switched their names from PlayStation 5 to Customizing the Plates.
That's terrible name.
And they thought
PlayStation 5 was so good.
I know, that was a pretty good one. They thought, well, that's the problem, so we'll continue selling these, and we'll change the name. Well, that's not good enough. Sony's like, no, you're not selling those either. And so this is from the interview. This is what they're saying. It said, before we launched, we did our due diligence, and we were of the opinion that because Sony only had a pending patent for the faceplates, that it wouldn't be a problem. So basically, the patent hadn't gone through yet. It was just pending. Figured they could sell some of these and get it going. Maybe Sony wouldn't care. Well, Sony cares.
Patent pending, patent pending, patent pending.
Yeah. So, but then Sony's lawyers told us it was their opinion, Sony's intellectual property extended to the faceplates, and that if we continue to sell and distribute them in any country, we would end up in court. So then they said,
"There's always India."
Yeah, and then India don't care.
Oh no,
India
owns it.
They can do it through him, I bet. So this all came to light yesterday. Whenever this interview, I'm not sure when this interview was taken. 2 days now. So we are now canceling and refunding all faceplate orders worldwide. We're extremely disappointed about this, but we have no other options. This says the UK company that was taking orders for the unofficial PS5 shell faceplate for $40, 32 pounds, whatever country, whatever denomination, and hope to ship them to customers within a couple weeks. But with all this, it had to stop them completely. We said it was working with manufacturers in UK and China to create the faceplates, which were claimed to be made from premium industry standard plastic based on PS5's official release dimension. Sony has yet to announce any variation to PS5 standard white design, or even comment on the releasing edition of console shells in the future. They did release a black PS5 DualShock controller, or pictures of it, images of it. Yeah, the DualSense. It was recently published, but that could have just been for development kit. It may not have even been. So who knows? So is that's the question: is Sony planning to do this? So they're like, you're not cutting into our budget, we're doing this. Or are they just like, this is not happening at all?
Well, here's the thing. I'm thinking so, because evidently, controller has a removable front plate as well.
No, really.
So maybe it's something that Sony's wanting to do.
They're wanting to do it.
It's a good cash grab.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said. It's like genius,
this right
because...
Here comes up. I don't know about these. I haven't watched it. I haven't seen it. But I know this first one.
Yeah. Like I was saying, Sony, if they decide to sell custom side plates, they'll make tons of more money than they'll make selling custom consoles. Because I can afford 5 or 6, 8 different faceplates if I want to. But I'm not buying 6 or 8 different consoles. Right. That's not gonna happen. And so it's a brilliant idea. But this company tried to, I guess, squeeze in. Hopefully getting a few. Hopefully Sony wouldn't notice. But they noticed, told them to stop it.
It's not like... It's like third-party controllers, right?
Yeah.
You can't make the same controller.
Yeah.
You can make something similar.
Yeah. It'd be...
So...
It's like, stealing somebody's homework. You steal it, but you gotta change it up a little bit so it doesn't look like...
So it doesn't look like it. But who knows? Maybe they're going to do it down the line, too.
If I was Sony, I would talk to this company. Or if I was this company, I would say, dude, hire us. Like, we'll work for you. We'll make these for you.
That's not a bad idea.
You can take in some of the profit. Let us pay us. And then, we'll have a job and we'll get y'all some badass custom side plates.
That'd be awesome. It says they're still making, like, vinyl sheets you can stick over them.
Oh, really?
They're just not doing the actual... Which, I mean, it's gonna be cheaper that way.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna get like a custom one,
I want
like a God of War
legit.
one. I don't want a vinyl. I want a legit carved into. I
can agree with.
And what is it? Is it emboldened? Not emboldened. Embedded. Yeah, maybe not all of it cut through, but like where it's kind of engraved within it. That would be awesome. It's crazy because with these, as easy as these face plates are to remove, dude, the sky's the limit. on what
For sure.
You can sell some amazing design. That's crazy. But no, if you're planning on selling these things, that's not going to happen. Sony's got a pretty tight grip on this, and they're not going to let it go. So I'm hoping that they're planning on doing it, and not just be like, nah, but we don't want you to do it either.
Yep.
It's kind of like what GTA did online. You know, they had all these mods and stuff. These people making these mods, and then all of a sudden came out and be like, you can't make mods anymore.
No.
I mean, we're not making mods, but you
Red
can't.
Dead 2?
Yeah.
Is it on that?
Yeah, I remember the GTA one because there was like a superheroes mod where you can have like the Batmobile and you can actually create superheroes and stuff, and everybody had a blast with it. And then that Rockstar was like, no. We're like, well, make some mods for us. Nah.
All right, we don't want it.
We're not going to make it, but we don't want you making it either. We want to sell stuff for it and have people buy that instead of playing the mods. Of course, now they have the mods. So I guess they're cool with that. I don't know. Oh, this stuff. That's all. This is just great. It's just weird how some of these companies are like what they let get away with and what they've done.
Yep.
I don't know, Sony. Do something with your stop plates. Like, give us something cool. Get some cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, the sky's the limit.
If you're gonna stop this company from doing it, you better fill the gap. Those customizable side plate. And don't sell them for like $40. That might be a bit expensive, but
that's hot.
It depends on how good they are, how good quality they are. If they're like engraved in there and kind of really nice quality,
if you got one that's got some, like some work was put into it,
yeah,
I'd pay $50.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go any higher.
But if it's just a different color, like I wouldn't pay more than $20. It's like a red or black or yellow. I'm not paying more than $20. If there's some artwork done into it and stuff like that, yeah, I'd put a little bit more cash into it. That's all. That's it. Company.
I mean, it's kind of not it on PlayStation. That's all we got today.
Yeah, that's pretty much the PS5.
This is like a PS5 plugin. So, like, there's just so much.
It's about to come out.
Was it like a week?
Yeah,
10 days.
So it's coming out. It will be here. Probably by the next plugin. Well, maybe 2 more plugins,
dude.
But like I know,
so bad.
But
they're gotta be broke.
They're coming. They're coming.
It's just, I don't know. It's so weird about this whole new system thing. So like, I don't understand. Games these days are freaking massive.
Yeah,
like
they're getting bigger.
Call of Duty's 130 gigs.
Bigger. Yeah.
The new system ships, like the new PS5, ships with 125 gig 120. Damn it! I can't even talk. 825 gigabyte SSD.
825.
820. What a random number.
That is a weird number.
But your OS is taking up like 180 of it or so. And you only get like 670 roughly gigabytes out of it.
It's going to be like 4 games, maybe.
Yeah. But here's a kicker. You can't use an SSD expansion at launch. You have to wait. They're going to allow it, but they have to go through and find which ones will work.
What's compatible.
So evidently, hopefully, if this is right, you can use an NVMe SSD.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty cool. Be a lot faster. It'll keep up with the load times and stuff that they've been saying.
It's gonna cut in half.
Because like games like I was reading it earlier.
Well, I remember like Anthem was insane. I don't know if that game matters anyways because it's stupid.
Oh my gosh. Does that suck?
But the load times for that game, that was a new game too.
It was garbage.
That game was garbage, and like Every time you try to go somewhere, load,
Load.
long load times too. It's like we're kind of gotten in the point to where load times should start really starting to be
It should be
minuscule.
seamless these days.
I mean, look at back when, like, speaking of GTA, Vice City, you had sections of the cities, and when you got to the next section, you had to load the next section.
And then it was free
then
until you started doing like a mission or something.
Yeah. And so, like, yeah, if you wanted to go, if you were south and you wanted to go to north, you had 2 load screens. You had load screen when you got out of the south, and then you go to the north and you got another load screen. And then you go northeast, then you have another load screen for the northeast. So each section on the map had a load screen. And then you had to where eventually you had load screens anytime you wanted to go into a building with later GT.
Oh yeah.
Like they got them to the point to where as long as you run around outside, you're cool. You go in the building, load screen. Leave the building, load screen, and you have free to run around. And now we have where you go in and out of buildings. You basically have one load screen at the beginning, and that's it.
I want some seamless.
Yeah. And they've gotten smart about hiding, sometimes hide load screens. Like anytime if you play a game and you have to squeeze through a crack and you have to go slow through the crack, that's literally a load screen.
I never thought about that. That's good.
Hide the load screen, which is, yeah, it's great. It's a great way to hide a load screen. Like while you're going through there, it's loading the next section, so you can't really tell.
About that.
Tomb Raider does that. All those games like that do that. The Star Wars and stuff. That's kind of so they're getting clever about hiding it, which is great. I don't really want to see it, but all in all,
God of War was pretty much seamless.
Yeah.
I don't remember a load screen on God of War.
The one at the beginning.
That was it.
Yeah, it was in the GTA 5. You had that one load screen, that kind of long load screen at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
and that's it.
But then when you change characters, it was...
yeah, but it wasn't that bad. It was only seconds. Yeah, we should start getting to the point where load screens.
Yeah, we should
are getting. But yeah, these games are getting huge. Like, I remember. I was talking to this with Cody once. Old T, as y'all might have seen him on my times. We were talking about 2 terabytes. He's like, you'll never be able to fill that. I was like, eventually, yes. Eventually, we're going to look back at terabytes and be like, really? 2 terabytes? That's all this thing has?
I think that's at 1 terabyte in there, and it's full all the time.
Yeah,
I constantly got to erase things.
Yeah. Even my 2 terabyte, I swapped my PS4, I put a 2 terabyte in there. And I had to erase. I just had to go through and purge a bunch of stuff that I don't play anymore.
Like the big hard drive?
Yeah.
That's a 4 terabyte.
Yeah.
And I had to erase a bunch of stuff off of it the other day.
Yeah. I remember like back Sega, their biggest thing is they were 16-bit. Then they had a 32-bit, and they were like, whoa, 32 bits? That's crazy. No way. How do they do it?
I wish I could remember what game it was that they were saying it's supposed to be like seamless.
And then now you have freaking Call of Duty.
133 gigs.
133.
This is for a game that's not even out yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Black Ops, the Cold War, 133 gigs.
Look at Warzone. At 500-something gigs, basically. Like, I know some of them do that on purpose. We've talked about this before. I know some of them do that on purpose.
That's Activision being dumb.
Yeah, well, they want you to not have any room for any other game, so they just want you playing their game.
Like,
so if you want to play their game,
PUBG's not that big.
Yeah.
Apex is not that big.
Yeah.
What else? Valor? Like, come on. There's no reason for a game to be that big.
I said they want you to have to delete your other games.
I know, it's ridiculous.
So you don't have any more room. Not me. I deleted Warzone.
I have it, but I haven't played it. I don't have it on my PlayStation.
That's the biggest reason why I took it off. I liked the game. We played it together for a long time. But I finally just, I didn't have room for any other games. All these new games and stuff I was getting, I was like, you know what?
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's that.
So no SSD. The beginning
launch.
Eventually,
And
You'll be able to get one.
600, like a little over 650 gigs at launch because
that's-
evidently the OS is max. And then on launch day, you can't buy them in stores.
Oh, yay. I figured that.
I didn't think. See, I figured they'd have like a select amount. That would be it, but all you could do was online. Now everything that's going to happen, like the places you can buy them, like Best Buy, Amazon, Target, PlayStation Direct, like those are where you can get them.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, every one of these crashes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Yeah. You won't be able to, there's no way. They couldn't even deal with it when they were available the first time around.
That's why they're doing it the way they're doing it, which makes no freaking sense.
I guarantee you they haven't fixed anything.
No, probably not.
They haven't we learned our lesson when these things got released. Let's update and fix it so this don't happen again.
Shit, right? They didn't fix it.
Didn't do that.
No way.
So only online.
Yeah, and I think the only one that's said anything about having time online, like they'll have it in like waves.
Oh yeah.
So
you're basically
on the 12th, Walmart's the only one's come out and said. So on the 12th at 12 p.m., the 3rd on the 12th at 12 p.m., then again at 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and
they're gonna have waves of it.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna make it past the 12 p.m.
They're gonna run out. They're gonna be like, "Oh no, we didn't shut it down."
Or it's gonna crash, and it's gonna take them 4 hours to fix it. I wonder if that's gonna hurt some Black Friday sales, man. Some in-store sales.
I'm just gonna wait. I know
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I'll probably pre-order.
Yeah, I really.
As
really
long
don't like
as
yeah, I might too.
As long as they have big version of
The disc version.
Yeah, the disc version of Special Edition that I want. I really, really want, and it's the only thing I've been thinking of, Final Fantasy 16. I missed out on the last one because I wanted to trade that one in because that game sucked. It's the Darth Vader one.
Okay. Oh,
The
Battlefront
PS4? Yeah.
Yeah, Battlefront 2.
It's the Darth Vader version.
That's still cool though.
Yeah, I'm so
still
mad
cool.
I don't want to support it. So there's that. And I really, really hope that they have don't screw me.
I know.
Just let me do what I want. Or they're gonna be like, oh, here you can buy this and we'll send you some plates.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be okay with that either.
I wouldn't be okay. Like, if I buy a special edition, I want it arriving at my house, or when I pick it up, to already be put together special edition. You can give me some white plates,
just in case.
In case I want to switch it,
Yeah, I really, really hope they have a Final Fantasy.
I think I would wait. Like, if I was to get a special edition, I would probably wait for the God of War one. There's no doubt in my mind be a God of War. I really kind of would be surprised if they don't. They probably won't, because it's too close to launch. If they would come out with a Spider-Man one with Miles Morales.
I don't think you're gonna do that because it's not technically a new game.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still like the same engine and everything, just new story and updated.
Updated graphics.
But
that'd be cool having a Spider-Man one.
I don't know if we talked about this. Have you seen they put the Into the Spider-Verse suit into the new game?
Really? I really like that suit.
You'll have to see it.
It's awesome.
It changes your FPS for the suit, and only the suit. Everything around it still moves normal. Dude, it looks so badass.
Really? I really like that. That suit was cool. That movie was so awesome. Like, I was not expecting that movie to be that good. I was like, oh, a Spider-Man movie. I'll go check it out. That might be alright. And then I watched it, I was like, wow. I cannot believe this movie was this good. Yeah, it'd be cool. Aspire. What I would really like to have, if y'all would be so kind, is to create. I want me a freaking Punisher special edition. I know that's never going to happen. That would be where the customize my plate come in handy. It's like, hey, y'all make me a Punisher one.
That'd be sick.
To where the Punisher logo is kind of transparent. Yeah, where it's a little not completely transparent, but like a white, and where you can kind of see through it, to where when it turns on, the emblem lights up.
Sorry,
that would be
sick.
That would be sick. See, Sony, y'all need to hire me. Just come up with ideas for face plates.
See this?
Yeah. I'll have to put that on.
Look at that. It's so awesome. Everything else is moving normal.
Yeah.
But you look at his suit, it's so cool.
It moves like in the Spider-Verse.
Is that not the coolest thing ever?
That's pretty cool, yeah.
I don't know how.
It's kind of like almost, not, I wouldn't say choppy, but kind of like, I don't know, it's weird. I like that. They did, man, awesome. Dude.
Insomniac is on top of their.
You guys are so awesome, dude. Y'all are like right up there, man. With y'all are quickly becoming one of the top tier game makers.
Yes, for
stuff that you put, just the extra stuff, and then like we said before, they give stuff.
Thanks
away.
For playing my game.
Here's some extra costumes. Thanks for playing our game.
And it's just something simple like that. Like,
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Just give me a couple of free outfits and costumes, and I'm good with it.
Awesome.
All invisible and junk. Yeah, that's all I need. All I need. Even the fighting is like that. That's cool.
How sweet is that? Look at that suit, dude. It looks so badass.
That's so cool. No, put it on there. Put it up there.
I'm trying to.
Like that'll run my post stuff.
Oh, did it yeah. Last time?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. That'd be cool having a Miles Morales. I'd buy that. I love Miles. This is one of my favorite Spider-Man characters.
For real.
It's cool too. I love how the fact that they're really kind of emphasizing on him too. Because I've always thought it was pretty cool. You know, I didn't know a whole lot about him.
Being honest, I never knew about it until
yeah. I mean, I knew he existed, but I didn't know a lot about him.
I want to say it was like 3 years ago when I actually started looking into Spider-Man, like the different.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea.
Yeah. But they did a good job with him, and I like it. All right, so only online sales. One other piece of Sony information that kind of ties in with the other two stories is that the prices are going up. Not for consoles, gaming prices.
Maybe that's across the board, though. That's not.
Yeah, that's across the board.
Just Sony.
Oh yeah,
but still.
But so our $60 games are going bye. They're all going to be $70, which for the most part now, like I don't remember, other than games that I've bought online or on sale. I don't remember the last time I've bought a $60 game. I buy the upgraded versions.
Same.
Usually the middle ground. You know, they usually have the deluxe edition, and then they have the Super Phantasm blow your face off edition. I don't get that one. I get just the deluxe edition, unless it's on sale. Then we got WWE 2K the Ultimate Edition,
yeah,
because it was on sale for $15.
We only paid $15?
Yeah,
it's like $130.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. It was $15, and even the regular version was still $60. It's still $60 for that game. But the Super Edition, Super Deluxe, whatever it is, edition, plus $15. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Yeah. So I can't remember. Like the $60 version is always the one that's just kind of the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Even Ghost of Tsushima, I paid the $70. But now there's $70, so that $7 is going to be the base now. So I guess all the other prices are going to be shooting up too.
Well, they're not all going that way. Like the Miles Morales one, even on PS5, is still $40.
Yeah,
but I think it's not because it's not a full game.
Yeah,
it's like a massive deal, which I'm okay with because that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing. Like we don't mind some pay. Technically, it's a paid DLC.
Exactly.
That's being sold separately from the original. But thing is, the original was so awesome. Like, if you give me a full scale original game, and be like, "Hey, we've worked a couple years on this other DLC. If you want it, we pay for it. That's fine." It's when you pull stuff out of the game in order to make people pay for the DLC that I have a problem with.
Yeah, so like, you look at it though, like for the last 15, 20 years, games have been the same price.
Yeah. Since PS2, basically.
Yeah, they've been the same price.
They've been $60.
I mean, it only makes sense that they would raise. I mean, inflation does the thing.
Well, inflation, and like we were talking about, the size of these games are getting so freaking massive, man.
Yeah, they're putting work into them, and
you can't.
It's not like,
I mean,
not everybody's making billions of dollars off of loot crates and stuff, right? Like Activision and Blizzard and EA and
kind of Rockstar a little bit.
Yeah,
but the only reason that I give Rockstar a little bit of a break is because they have a solid. I mean, even if they didn't have any of that other stuff, just how much it took to make that single player game, because that map is massive.
You're talking about GTA?
Yeah. The map is massive. The integration, like just the stuff that you can do, it's a full functioning world that you're a part of. I mean, you have people that get mad. You have people that the NPCs that have personalities. You
got a random interactions with.
Yeah. Like sometimes that's how I'll play. I'll walk by and I'll say hey, and if somebody's cool about it, I walk by, but if they say, "Hey," it means I beat them to death. Yeah. But yeah, so these games now are getting so massive and literally sometimes it takes thousands of people working on these games, if not more. So it's actually kind of surprising that they haven't gone up before. I mean, we were just talking about this.
It's kind of like, oh man, I hate to hear it, but at the same time, like working on these, they got families, they got food.
Yeah, and it's not like they're not shooting up like $40. They're another $10. That's not bad.
You look real quick.
Now, granted, like we said, that's the cheap vanilla, extremely scaled down version of it. So if you want the extra editions, you're probably looking at $80 now instead of $70.
At launch, the NES games were from $25 to $40.
Yeah,
now,
NES, but that's expensive.
Yeah, back then that was high.
Yeah, $40 went a long way back then.
Yeah, dude, that's like 7 tanks of gas.
Yeah. That's a whole week worth of dinner.
Yeah, like I hate that they're going up as a consumer, but at the same time, like
I get it. As long like okay, so I don't like it that EA is doing it. I don't like that 2K is doing it.
They've already started.
I don't like the Activision and Blizzard are doing it because they're a bunch of jerks who penny pinch anyways.
2K started with
and they
21 is going to be $70.
Yeah. See, that's garbage because they don't even make their money off of that. They make literally billions with a B.
$100 billion. Gentlemen.
Off of microtransactions and loot boxes. There's no reason those games should be $70. Because you can't tell me you don't make that up in loot boxes.
Oh my god.
So if you continue to sell loot boxes and microtransactions and terrible DLC, EA, with your stupid Star Wars. I still never put that review out.
It's not worth it.
That's not worth it. Then no, it's not okay. Screw you. You should still be $60.
Yeah.
But Insomnia,
What did you say?
CD Projekt Red, even Rockstar, because they still put out a really good, solid single player.
Didn't they break a record?
Yes.
Like almost $1 trillion or something like that?
Yeah. Opening day, like sell day.
That's
like
so
opening
crazy.
day, $1 trillion. I think they even broke that before they even went actually on sale for people pre-ordering.
That's good for them.
Who else? Rocksteady. These games that put out these brilliant single player games. Yeah, so I'm cool with them going $70.
Yeah, I think that.
But suck it, EA. You don't get that. You don't get the same respect that these other companies do. 2K, you're on thin ice. We'll see you with the next WWE. Actually, no, you're not, because NBA 2K21 sucks too. So we'll see what happens when you release the next WWE game. You have an extra year to work on it. That sucker better be brilliant. Out. Yeah, if they're I highly doubt that the WWE is going to put up with your crap for another cycle. So yeah, okay, that is our PS5 update, basically. So a lot of stuff coming out. It's releasing. It's coming out. So a lot of news about it coming out. Xbox releasing too. I guess Atari is going to be releasing too, which is weird.
Oh yeah, I forgot
new
we were talking
Atari
about.
system is coming out. That I am interested in. I'm really
kind of
interested
curious
in
to see how that goes,
Yeah.
along with the that thing called
Dreamcast.
No, well that's pretty cool too. Thinking of the arcade one,
Oh, the table.
the table.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
looks pretty cool.
So now we've got to do a Star Wars update.
Ah, Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Give me the Star Wars, don't let them end.
Got to. Because as of today, we've already had the first episode, Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Now, when this comes out on YouTube, there's already going to be a couple episodes out. But as of right now, it's just the one. And it was brilliant.
Great.
It was,
There's a lot of people that didn't like it though.
I did see a lot of people that I don't understand what you want. What do you want? I mean, it was a freaking, one of my favorite genres of film is Westerns. And they turned Star Wars. I mean, it always has been.
Good.
Even the first season of Mandalorian, the first few episodes were Western. And this is like freaking riding his speeder into town like on a horse. And I was watching it with my grandmother. And she don't know anything about this stuff. And we was watching it when they were, there's going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, I mean, it's been out a week. I mean, come on, catch up. When they were sitting there telling us, like, is this like a Western? I was like, yes, it is. It's fantastic. It's brilliant.
It's good.
People don't like it because they're like, well, it's the same tropes that they use in series and stuff. I was like, so what? Oh, name one extremely new idea that's not taken from other tropes.
See,
It doesn't matter that you borrow from it. What matters if you do it poorly.
what people don't understand is that everything's been done.
Yeah.
There's hardly any original ideas
Yeah.
anymore. We're what? See, we've been around for like 2,000 years at least.
Yeah.
Like civilized.
Yeah.
Everything's been done.
Yeah. Every story, that's pretty. All you can do is add you can add little nuances.
Yeah,
Let's do the same old stories. Is all you can do. I mean, it's really rare that something completely original comes out.
It's like it's always vampires, zombies, werewolves,
Yeah.
or aliens.
Yeah.
Or
So
demons.
for me,
Everything's been done.
yeah, the only time I'm gonna gripe at somebody of doing the same old tired storytelling is if they do it badly. They are lazy about it, and are not. But dude, the way episode 1 handled it was brilliant.
Great.
So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. I know it's been out, and by the time this comes out, there'll be another episode. But we're gonna talk about some of the stuff that was there. First of all, dude, what we were talking about when the trailer dropped is the Boba Fett costume. It's like, dude, Boba Fett's gonna be in this. And then we saw his armor, but it wasn't Boba Fett. It was freaking Timothy Olyphant, who I'm a huge fan of.
Oh, dude.
I love that guy.
He came on the screen. I'm like,
I was like, he didn't quite fill that suit.
like
out
he hadn't even
used
talked
to.
yet. This is
Yeah.
how I knew. He walks through the door, and I'm like, is that Timothy Olyphant? And she
has
was
that-
like, he hadn't even talked yet. Like, how do you know?
Yeah,
And I'm like,
he has that stance.
I was
That
like, wait till he talks.
yeah.
She's like, it's not him. I'm like, wait. And then he said something. She's like, that's not him. So I looked it up,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's him. I
Dude,
was so excited when I saw that.
I love this dude from Deadwood. That guy, he was in Deadwood, and I fell in love with that dude from there. And then everything he's been in since. He was in Girl Next Door. He played a cool guy there. It was a good, pretty decent movie. Haven't seen it.
What
He was in
was
Justified, his
Justified?
series. I watched that. I didn't like really watch that, but I'm always happy when he has work. I'm like, dude, I love this guy. He needs to have, he's too good of an actor to not be doing something.
on something else? Funny. Was it The Office?
Yeah. He played the salesman that was always against him on The Office, and they
That's right.
tried to sneak him in,
That's right. He tried to steal it.
and then him and Pam went on a date, and then he kind of just didn't call her back, and Jim made it all super awkward. Like, dude, why didn't you call her back? I mean, he called her back. I mean, come on, I would call her back. I'm always excited when I see that dude. So that's what's cool about this is all the little the Easter eggs. They had tons of Easter eggs, which is brilliant because it shows how much Favreau and Filoni really taking care of this series.
Yeah, they put a lot into it.
Yeah, whereas like the Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, we're like, we want to erase all this.
That's stupid.
Kathleen Schmidt. Like, we want to erase all the past because that's a bunch of people that we don't care about. We want to create for the new generation. So we want to erase that. That's the reason, like, if you go to Disney World and you go to the Star Wars era, that's the reason that they originally wanted the Mos Eisley Cantina on there. But she's like, no, that's old Star Wars. That's old man Star Wars. We don't want old man Star Wars. We want young Star Wars. So we want to put our stuff in there from the sequel trilogy. And, so instead of trying to erase the past like they were trying to do, Favreau and Filoni are embracing it. It's like, hey, here's this cool stuff in there. They did. That
How can you not pay homage?
pay
to where you come
homage,
from?
yeah, to where it came from. Because not only, okay, so original Star Wars, maybe old man Star Wars, but old man Star Wars is going to teach their kids to be Star Wars fans. That's going to love it continuing on. So if you screw all the old Star Wars fans, then you're going to have what you have now, which is the massive divide between Star Wars fans. And that's what Filoni, Favreau, and Chapman, that's what they're trying to do, is bring the divide back together so we don't have to have this huge war between old Star Wars and new Star Wars.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is, like, why would you not want anything that even remotely resembles where you've come from to get to the point you're at now?
Not only do they not want to have anything that resembles it, they were trying to change it, which is one of the biggest reasons for Kennedy being taken out of there.
Oh.
Is because they wanted to create a series that would completely change the old stories to fit their narrative. And so, like, no, that's the end of it. So when you watch this episode 1 of The Mandalorian Season 2, you see what it's like when somebody has respect for the series that they're making movies for, that they're creating for. Like, for instance, the R5 droid. The R5 droid, when he pulls the ship into the old lady,
I can't remember. Sean
Tatooine. Yeah, when he pulls on Tatooine, she's like, R5, like, oh, he's so slow. Like, it'll take forever. That's the same R5 droid from episode 4, from A New Hope, that blew himself up so that R2 can go with Luke. And even they're fighting the Krayt Dragon, though, that comes from Knights of the Old Republic. You know, that's a video game. And they still have enough respect for it where they're going to pay kind of homage to this stuff. Another cool thing that they did that you notice, the bartender. This I actually had to find this later.
Was that John Leguizamo?
No, John Leguizamo was the guy that he hung upside down.
Okay.
The guy and the bartender also played the bartender in Deadwood. The guy with the beard, the guy with the black beard.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's
so. Yeah, dude, that's great. He's pulling all these awesome characters from these awesome series, and getting these awesome actors together, and creating this amazing show. And so yeah, so they have to fight this giant. It was cool too because they roll up on this town and this big thing looks like Tremors comes up underneath, and I thought that it was a Sarlacc.
I did too at first.
And I was like, dude, that's a freaking Sarlacc. You only see them. The Sarlaccs, when they're young, can actually move under the ground like that. And when they get so big that they can't move, then you have your Sarlacc pit. And there's a Sarlacc, and then no, it's a Krayt Dragon. I was like, okay, I don't remember that because I didn't remember it from.
I don't remember that.
It took me a while to remember that it came from the game. So I was like, oh yeah, that came from Knights of the Old Republic. And so that was pretty cool. And then they talk about like how this thing ate a Sarlacc. So like how does it eat a Sarlacc? Is it that big? Sarlaccs are huge. And for something to be able to eat a Sarlacc, how badass is this thing?
It ate Sarlacc?
Yeah, they kind of hinted to it. When they were going to the cave, they're like, that's the abandoned Sarlacc cave. And it's like, there's no such thing as an abandoned Sarlacc cave. It is if you eat the Sarlacc. Because I was like, did this thing eat a Sarlacc?
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
But Shannon asked me, she's like, what's the Sarlacc? And I was like,
Sarlacc
I'll
pits.
show you.
So on the big reveal, of course, and also, they kill the Sarlacc.
What did you say?
Hold the big pearl up, which that does come from the game. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where you get your white lightsaber crystal. Was from the pearl from the Sarlacc, I think. I had a white one forever, and that was my thing. I had a white lightsaber, and Colty always asked me. I don't remember where I got it. He's like, "Where did you get the white lightsaber?" I don't know. I don't remember. And I think that's where I got it from Pearl. So the thing at the very end is when Mando finally gets the Boba's armor. Huh? Yeah, that's John Leguizamo. That he hangs upside down.
Him?
Yeah. So the whole thing is the Mando comes in and sees this dude with Mandalorian armor, which is Boba's armor, and he says, "Give it back." And he's like, "You can come take it if you think you can."
Yeah, they're arguing about it,
and they're about to throw down there in the middle of the cantina. And then it's like, well, you know what? If you'll help me kill this thing, you can have it. So they kill it. He gives it. And the big reveal at the end is Boba Fett. that's in the freaking costume.
Go on.
Boba Fett that's in the he's wearing basically sand people, sand people weapons, and he's watching as Mando drives away with his uniform, his armor. So that's another question: is how did he escape the Sarlacc pit? Like, what happened? And the thing is, like, if you watch Legends, well, if you've read the Legends comics, I haven't a whole lot, but I've done a lot of research on it. That he actually does escape the Sarlacc pit. As a matter of fact, he escapes 2 of them because getting eaten by Sarlacc is probably the most horrendous fate that can happen to you in Star Wars. Like, of all the things that I've studied, all the ways to die in Star Wars, getting eaten by Sarlacc is, I can't find one that's worse than that, because they don't feed off of your flesh, they feed off of your life, your force, basically. Even if you're not a force user, they still feed off your life force. So when they attack you, when they eat you, you kind of stick to the inside of them, and they keep you alive so that they can continue to feed off of you. So you don't die. You don't die when you're in a Sarlacc pit. And they can keep you alive for hundreds of years. So you're literally there alive, getting your life redigested constantly by the Sarlacc. That's keeping you alive so it can continue to digest you. And that's how he escaped one of them, because he couldn't get through his Bespar armor. And so he was talking to another creature, another person or whatever, that was stuck beside him. And he was talking to this person for days. And then he realized that he wasn't talking to the person, he was talking to the Sarlacc that was talking through the person. Because the Sarlacc had control of him.
Oh.
And so he realized that. So he found a way to trick the Sarlacc. He got the confident, he's like, all right, so I forgot how he did it. That he tricked the Sarlacc into loosening up to where he could get away. And apparently later on, he also escaped from a second Sarlacc. So that's pretty badass. So I don't know if this follows if this is going to follow the Legends, or if maybe he killed the Sarlacc, and that's why the Krayt Dragon ate him. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this happened. How they follow this. The Legends isn't canon. So eventually, sometimes it can become canon, but it's not like you have canon, and then you have Legends that kind of goes parallel, and sometimes it'll kind of strafe off and do its own thing. And so sometimes you can pull from canon, or from Legends, or I don't know, or try to create your own thing.
Yeah, another.
But yeah, so
since I've been looking, so like, there's been a couple more that I didn't even notice. Like Cobb Vanth's speeder.
Yeah,
It's the body of Anakin's.
is it Anakin's? I know
That's what it said.
Is it actually his?
Yeah, so it looks similar to the turbines on Anakin.
Yeah, I knew it was part of a speeder, but I didn't know if it was his speeder.
Speeder. Her pod racer that she had behind her.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it pans out and talking to him.
Oh, Sebulbas, yeah.
Yeah. She's working on Sebulbas, and then Vanth is running on Anakin's. That's crazy. The droid.
Yeah.
And the Womp Rat.
Another thing too is when you see Boba, when he's walking away, you can hear spurs jingle when he's walking away, which is cool because in season 1, after when Mando and that dude's going after that assassin chick, and that dude ends up killing her, then Mando ends up killing that guy. you see some boots walking up. And you can hear him jingle. And so, remember that? It's like the last shot of that scene. Like right before the credits hit, you saw like boots walking towards her, and you can hear him jingle. That's definitely, that's got to be Boba's. I thought it was Moff's at first. I saw that, I was like, dude, who is that? I thought that was gonna be, and then when it's Moff, I was like, oh, that was Moff. It was Moff Gideon's. But then I'm like, no. When you heard the jingle, I was like, oh no, that was Boba. That wasn't a Moff. That was Boba that was walking up on her.
Which episode?
It was the Gunslinger episode. Remember, he meets that kid that wants to join. He wants to join them. He wants to join the group, the bounty hunters guild, and he's really cocky. And they have to go find this chick. He talks to Mando. He's like, "Dude, you find this chick, I'll split the reward with you." And they go find this chick, and she's like a badass sniper, and she's like picking people off. And they're like behind the dune, and she's on this rock formation.
She's helmet on?
I think so. And the point to where like he had to get a speeder and like haul ass towards her, like while that kid was shining in her face. And then remember, because they was gonna turn her in, and then she's like, "Dude, you can turn Mando in. He's got a bigger bounty than I do." And she's like, "Oh, you got a point." So he kills her, and then he tries to attack Mando, and of course Mando kills him. And then they go off, and then
when he
gets off the planet, and then like the last scene, you see boots. You can hear and then you can hear the spurs jingle. And the boot like comes into frame, going towards her.
I'm gonna have to watch the first season again.
Yeah, or at least it's that episode.
But this is what I'm
dude, yeah, Boba. Like, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna go back for his armor? Dude, a Mando Boba fight? That is going to be legit.
You don't even want the armor.
That's the thing. You may not want the armor
because he's not a Mandalorian. Right?
Yeah, no. Him nor Jango were Mandalorians. They just were
adopted into it, or adopted the lifestyle, or whatever.
Well, they basically just found the armor.
Is that what it was?
Jango found the armor and became his own bounty hunter. He had nothing to do with Mandalorians. He just happened to somehow come across Mandalorian armor, which I don't think has ever been explained. It may have been in Legends, but I don't believe so. And then, of course, Jango died.
Well, Jango got his head chopped.
Yeah.
Yep.
By Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, he's got a character. Mace Windu.
It was just basically Samuel L. Jackson.
Wasn't it him that, like, this was before the whole color of the lightsaber thing? Like, I want a purple one.
Yeah. Like he goes up and he's like, yeah, he's on set and he's talking. He's like, what do I got to do to get a purple lightsaber? And they like talk to him. He turns around and it's George Lucas. He's like, what do I got to do? What do I got to do to get a purple lightsaber? Like, you want a purple lightsaber? He's like, yeah. They're like, well, we'll see what we can do.
Wasn't he like?
And it didn't exist. Yeah, it never existed before him. Like, he's the only reason that there was a purple lightsaber.
Now there's like all sorts of colors.
Yeah, well, now it's like a whole mythos behind the purple lightsaber. Like, literally, a purple lightsaber is somebody who can control both light and dark side. And it turns your lightsaber purple. Yeah, it turns your lightsaber purple. But as we've said, there's been people that don't like the episode. They said it's boring. That
was a good episode.
Season trope is predictable. I was like, dude, it's awesome. It's not. I don't know.
People need to pull their heads out of their butts.
It's like, what do you want? It's well shot.
Very well.
It's well acted. The writing is phenomenal.
The only thing I don't like about The Mandalorian is it's always so dark. Like, when I'm watching it, I have to have like no lights on so I can see what's going on. I don't think it's the TV.
Some of it is dark, yeah.
But it's really, really dark and hard to see.
But
my only complaint.
and it's already had some SJWs come out,
Huh?
and complain about it. The SJWs have come out and complained about it. There's not enough women in episode 1. And,
There's a lot of women, like a whole town.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
like
there are
15
some in that
women in
town, yeah. But I mean, none of them are main character.
Look, it's the first.
The only one is
episode
that lady with
of
the.
the
I know. I
second
was like,
season.
let it play out.
Like,
It doesn't have to be everything in the one episode.
like I'm sure they're gonna throw a fit when they see Gina Carano or Serrano. However,
They've already thrown a fit.
Sure, they're gonna throw a fit about that. But they also got like Sasha Banks is coming in. Like,
Hopefully,
we saw her.
Rosario Dawson.
Hopefully, Rosario. Ah, dude, I can't.
That hasn't been confirmed that she's gonna come back to play her.
That would be awesome.
But I want that because that's one of my absolute favorite characters. Ahsoka Tano. One of my absolute favorite characters. I don't know. I don't know what you got to complain about. It was a great episode. It wasn't. I mean, they fought a freaking great dragon. And this is another thing. The people, like, that's basically cowboys and Indians. Well, because you have the cowboys, which is the townspeople, and you have the Indians, which were the sand people, and it's basically cowboys and Indians.
I didn't mean to make.
How?
I didn't even think about it when I said it. I'm sorry. But yeah, how is that Cowboys? That's. Like,
I mean, it makes sense. It is a cowboys and Indians because the sand people are the natives.
Yeah,
that are
they're working together to make.
Well, that's the thing. That's another thing that
they're not fighting each other.
Well, that's a complaint that I heard is that they're upset that now like we haven't gotten anything new with it. Like we have the same location, you know. We have Tatooine.
He's trying to find his culture,
yeah,
or his people.
So well, no new planets or nothing explored. No new creatures explored. We're back to Tatooine and sand people and Jawas. Same old thing. Which okay, I'll get to this. But do you have to have something new developed in every single episode?
Yeah.
And then the thing,
just think, as soon as he leaves there, he's gonna go somewhere else, and they're gonna be like,
dude, he's gonna go to unprecedented territory. Yeah, because he's got to find where Baby Yoda's from.
I'm excited. Like,
so that's gonna be something we've never seen.
I want like 10 seasons of it.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
I hope they don't find where Yoda's from
at the end of this season.
It better not be at the end of this. Better have that Baby Yoda with him.
Yeah.
I hope he names it.
Yeah. You don't have to because until it is going to be Baby Yoda.
Well, people are still going to call it Baby.
Yeah, probably still. And so that's the problem. And they also a complaint is that they don't like that the Sand People were in this like they were because it takes away the mythos of the Sand People. It makes them more relatable, and they don't like that. They want them to be more mysterious, more where they're dangerous. But the thing is, they are dangerous because if you cross them, they will straight up kill you. I like the Sand People.
Yeah,
I like that. I like the fact that it shows a different side to them. That they're not just evil, barbarian evil that's out to kill everybody. That they're actually trying to just defend their land and their people and their water system. And
there was the Sand People that took and killed Anakin's mom.
Yeah. But see, that's the cool thing is that this is something that I haven't heard anybody talk about yet. That's what's so great about this episode, and it showed the Sand People that they actually have a I won't say a conscience, but have a moral code. That's what I like about this because this can throw back all the way to the prequels when Anakin just slaughters a whole village of them. That he's not just killing animals that just kill for no reason.
He's killing
because before he did that,
people.
Before he did that, he's like even the women and children. I was like, they're same people. They literally kill everything. They have no moral code.
Yeah, now it doesn't matter.
But now with this, you think back, okay, so they're not like just savage barbarian murderers.
I hadn't thought about this.
That now it actually makes him look even darker. I understand now how it makes him even darker that he killed an entire village of these people, of these sand people,
women and children included,
because they're not just mindless savages killing whoever they can. That creates a whole another level for Anakin's character, turning to the dark side and becoming Vader.
dude. If that didn't,
It's like a whole throwback to that, yeah.
Making me wonder, like, if that wasn't the turning point.
Yeah,
Like, obviously it was the start.
yeah,
But if that wasn't like over the edge,
yeah.
and what was it, killing the younglings was?
Yeah. That was the point of no return.
But he'd already killed a bunch of kids and women.
Yeah. With the Sand People. But that's the thing, is at the time, we don't know anything about the Sand People. They just seem like a bunch of murdering savages who just killed anything they could find. When he killed them, they were just basically biped animals, as we've always seen them as. But with this episode, it creates a whole new layer to the Sand People, that they're not just savage killers out to murder everything that they can find. That there's actually a sense of civility to them, and that really the only reason that they kill a lot and they take people, because these people are on their land. These people are on their planet.
Crazy. I hadn't thought about
they're
that.
literally just defending their homes from all these people that keep invading their land. There's even a part on the episode where, like, you keep taking our water, you know? Like, you take our water. You know? So now it makes Anakin, okay, so he didn't just kill a bunch of savage village full of
He killed a bunch
murderers.
of
He
random
killed a
people.
bunch of
Probably
civilized people.
Oh man, you don't think about that kind of
I
stuff.
know. So that's why, for me, I like the fact that they added this layer to the Sand People. I like it, because to me, it just creates more for the entire
That's
Star
deep.
Wars legacy, going all the way back to Anakin. So I don't know what people's problem is with it.
It's
I
making
think
my
it's
brain
fantastic.
turn. Like, it's crazy.
So yeah, I thought this episode was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was perfectly made. Yeah, okay, we didn't discover anything new. Well, we didn't find, we didn't make it happen. There were no new aliens, there were no new locations.
Boba Fett.
We're still returning everything back to more. But that's where the story is,
Boba
We're not
Fett.
ready for that yet.
He better have in this next episode.
Boba Fett, of course you're going to go back. If he's going to be in it, because he can't. Well, I guess he could have left. But that's where Boba Fett is.
I wonder if
Because that's where he got thrown in the Sarlacc pit. That's where.
I wonder if he's gonna leave with man. Now I'm so intrigued.
Yeah, what's going to happen? Was he going to team up with Mando? Is him and Mando going to fight?
What does she work? Friday? Wasn't it? We can watch it tomorrow night.
I'll watch
but I
it
got to stream
tomorrow
tomorrow.
Yeah. So I just had to. Mandalorian Season 2 is out. One we've been waiting for a while. And it did not disappoint. At least not me and any other normal people.
I was a little sad when I thought about, like, it's no longer Pedro Pascal.
It might still be.
It's still upsetting.
At this point, it might be. Eventually, it's probably not going to be. I don't even. There's like one point where I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. He was hardly ever in the suit in the beginning in the season 1, anyways. Most of the time, it was he was only
show his face.
The only time it ever actually showed his face is in the last episode when the droid took his helmet off when he hit his head. I mean, that gun blew up, and that droid had to take his helmet off.
Did you rewatch the last season or something?
No.
I've
I've watched it before. I've watched them a couple times, but not lately.
I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday. How do you remember this stuff?
But yeah, they so
Well,
yeah,
I got wheels turning.
yeah.
Everything's going crazy right now.
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was a brilliant episode.
I enjoyed it, but now that we're talking about it, like I'd like
to
to
rewatch it
yeah,
so you can,
so I can catch it.
yeah.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I'm gonna rewatch the whole series.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
I may end up doing that.
I may
for every episode. That way I can remember this.
I may do that too because Ani seemed kind of interested by it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like, how do people think of this stuff? Just as anytime anything fantasy comes on, how do people think of this stuff?
Your grandmother, I love that woman.
So we might have to watch all of season 1 so she can
catch up.
Know what's going on. Yeah, dude, like, and also if there's any type of serious trope that you're gonna take from, have it be a Western. That's what made me interested in this in the first place. Because the first couple episodes, Mando was like a gunslinger. This is like a little legit, like I'm watching a Western, which is brilliant.
It's kind of like a what's that Clint Eastwood movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? That's how I feel.
Like, no
that.
names. Yeah, that's how I feel with like Mandalorian. Like he's literally
that's what I'm getting, like feel wise.
Man with no name or Blondie, whatever name they give.
I can't.
I like it.
Episode.
Yeah, I can't either.
Pretty much all we got, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But before we go, I'm gonna make this, cut it out and put it in before that. Spoiler alert.
Huh?
You need to do a spoiler alert. Don't watch if you haven't seen it.
Nah, it's already been out a week. Literally, episode 2 is about to come out. It's on now. Like you can watch episode 2.
Just throw like a grab.
I will. So. But yeah, that's all we got, man. PS5 and Star Wars update. So we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We appreciate people that came and watched the pay-per-view. It was awesome. So we'll catch you next Thursday for some more effing Thursday night. What happened? And then we will be on the next plug-in.
Yeah. Don't forget, if you're watching live right now, that is the YouTube link.
A little bit more produced. I do some post-production stuff and then add some cutscene stuff. Yeah. Make it a little more fun to watch, I guess. Yeah. We will catch you next time.
Don't forget, we stream here every Thursday at 7. Then I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday on my channel. Twitch.tv/Jellyhewby.
I'm Cinemadrue.
Jellyhewby.
We're eFFn Gaming.
You should be too.